So we spray both sides and then we're gonna wait 10 minutes and then measure the pH. Let's see what the pH is. It looks like pH between 4 and 5, right? Closer to 5 than 4, but it's pretty acidic. All right, so we're gonna spray it with calcium hydroxide diluted solution that has in it a touch of glycerol. Glycerol is gonna be able to take care of the brittleness of the book a little bit. So better to have glycerol than not to have glycerol. This solution is about pH 12, 13, around there. I'm going to spray both sides and then let it sit for 10 minutes and measure the pH. Let's measure the pH now and see what it is at. So let's sit like 10-15 minutes and now look at the acid, look at the color coming out from this. This will need a bath. Bath is better for this. Just doing it in situ. Just curious to know what the initial pH is. And if it didn't go up much, I'm gonna go ahead and do the bath. Came up to pH 6. Right, close to pH 6. So it went from 4 and changed to almost 6. That's pretty good. So this is the last wash I'm giving it in the bath, and I'm gonna leave it there for 10 minutes. Assess the pH after that. Down to a few strips, and then I have to use the other pH paper that I got from Amazon, which I don't like too much, but what are you gonna do? This, ooh, I like that. That's unexpected. It's like between 9 and 10. Oh, well, that's pretty good. So I guess I'll do the same for the other wraps. I'm just curious to see if I measure some other area, if it's the same pH. It should be, right? Why am I wasting pH paper? But is what it is. Yeah. pH 9, right? pH 9 and 10. So 9.5. That's good, actually. I'm happy with that. So the first wrap and centerfold are in the press now. And the remaining wraps would have to be done the same way. But I'm going to give them a bath instead of doing it in situ. So I'm gonna try to do this faster by doing these in a tub. But they all need to be straightened out first, so I need to still spray them before I put them in the bath, right? So we'll have to do it one at a time. Okay, let's do that. Look how bad these are. Wow. Like they're falling from my hand as I hold them. This book wouldn't last another 10 years, in my opinion, without conservation intervention. So I have the wrap on a crate here, and this is the other crate, and then I'm gonna use this tub to wash. That up. And I'll do the same for the other wraps also. What I'm gonna do here is the first wash is gonna be just the 1 to 4 calcium hydroxide solution. 1 part calcium hydroxide is concentrated to 4 parts water. And then the second wash is gonna be the same. Last wash is gonna be the same, but with added betaine and glycerol. And I already sprayed it with betaine and glycerol initially, and calcium hydroxide solution, right? I sprayed it with this solution, just in preparation. So here's the 4-part water. And the 1 part calcium hydroxide concentrated. This is the first bath, and then we'll do a second bath, and then the third bath, and that's when we add the glycerin and the betaine. This is the final bath, and I already added the betaine and glycerin. So I'm going to take it out in about 5 minutes. We should be good now. Let's see the pH here. Out of the VWR strips, so I have to use these strips. Should be okay, but they sometimes, you can't leave them for too long because they bleed on you. pH 8, right in that happy zone that you want them at, right? So for this, I managed to somehow split the whole spine, if you can see, right? So I'm gonna do the entire 1 mil, 1 mil, and then this whole thing 1.5 mil. This is about 0.5 mil, and then the rest is just a little bit just to hold it together. And then I'm going to support the whole thing with Tengu tissue at the end, right? So this is the idea, right? And then we still have to do these here and this here, and of course, you know. All right. This is the 1 mil here for this triangle. Seems like a lot, but I think that's what we trusted with the math, right? And then 1 mil here. And this looks like about 1 mil, you know, I'm eyeing it. So just 1 mil, and then we'll support it with Tengu tissue at the end. Very thin layer, right? And this here, like 0.5 mil maybe. And then the rest here is like the rest of it. Just a thin area to bring things together, right? Without adding to the bulk of the book. Just to fill in the voids, so to speak, you know. And here it's like 0.5 mil, and here's the rest of that 1 mil goes here. Just to hold things together. Then we'll go back and put Tengu tissue on top of the whole thing. Let's do this part here. It's gonna take about 0.5 mil. That's just about 0.5 mil here. Then the rest I'm gonna put over the stair here, over the stair here, the stair here. Seal them with pulp. Why not? Here. That's the mucilage that is made by Formation A that you're seeing. And then this area, another 0.5 mil for this area. This is a rip here, so we supported another rip here, and then the rest goes here. Anywhere else? Well, there are rips here, but I can use Tengu tissue here instead, so we'll see. Maybe we'll do this rip here. And this here. That's it. All right, so I'm gonna put this in the press, and then after it gets the first hour of pressing, I'll take it out, place the Tengu tissue on top of the leaf casting area, and if I need it, I think I might not need it, but who knows, right? And then Try it some more. And that would be it. So it's been an hour in the press, and now I'm going to support the middle with Tengu tissue, right? So I'm going to do a small piece here. While things are still wet, they cling a little bit better, right? So, and then brush them with metal cellulose, and that will hold better because the whole spine here is split, right? Then we'll put it back in the press afterwards. Accident. Okay. See if I can get a longer piece this time. Here we go. The piece goes this way. Here we go. They might overlap a little bit, that's okay. As long as the spine is well supported. You fray the Tengu tissue and you just place it on. So it's not difficult to do. It's actually a combination of nori and metal cellulose what I'm applying. So it's pretty strong adherence of the Tengu tissue. Still can be removed, you know. Everything about conservation is reversible. Everything? Most of it is, right? Yeah, everything else should hold. I don't think we need anything here. Okay. And it's going to go back in the press now. Paper towels into the press. So how did we do on the color matching of the pulp I used with the rest of the wrap? It's a bit light, right? It's very stable, right? Very stable, right on target as far as the thickness, right? And it's not going to go anywhere over time, right? Very, very stable. Problem with this that I don't like is the color, especially like these colors can be hidden once you fold it, right? But then these colors here and here and here and here, right? these will show. And it's okay with this wrap, a little bit okay, but then you look at other wraps I did, right? And you can see here it shows pretty stark, right? I mean, this will be hidden because this is spine area, but then the sides here and the top here, these will show. So I did altogether five wraps, I think. So I just need to redo these 5 and do the others with a different color. So here I have a different cocktail that I'm going to be using to redo the leaf casting. But sometimes the results don't coincide with what I want exactly, right? Even though I'm not really very stickler about colors, but and you can see the tanning in this wrap is different than the other wrap. So it's going to be difficult to even match a new color to it, right? And I do have a fresh batch here sitting. I have some abaca at the bottom here, and then I have some grosser craft paper in here, and some yellow in it because the comic book has some yellow in it, right? So you gotta match it, and so I'll do a batch on this today and see how it turns out. And if it doesn't turn out great, I'll keep this. If it turns out okay, close enough, I'll replace this with the new batch of pulp that I made. So until then, I am happy with the way the wraps turned out, right? It's very, very stable. The betaine added this thing I can't describe, but you gotta try it yourself. Like after they fully dry, you can go like this and you can see that there is sturdier somehow. So the betaine definitely contributed to the strength of the paper somehow, in my opinion. But I can't say it's a mechanical strength or just the body of the bulk of the wrap became heavier and nicer and stronger, right? Right. Yeah. So that's today's video, guys, and so stay tuned, and we'll redo this for next week, and I'll show you the results of the new leaf casting color compared to the old one, and we judge it accordingly. All right, guys.